All right. Hi, I'm Dave. This is Dave Splains, and I thought I would talk about leisure time today. Sorry, the lens was over there last time I tried making this video, so now it's over there, so I gotta... All right. While we're trying to figure out which side the lens is on this time, take a chance, hit the like button, and subscribe. And I gotta say it now because you're only gonna pay attention for about another 7 seconds. Now, the reason I'm talking about leisure time is because, sorry, I'm over here again, I'm not used to it. I'm not. Even when I was making these videos a lot more before this year, I was putting in a lot of time, and the reason why I was putting in a lot of time is because eventually it was a monetary stream. Don't get me wrong. I mean, the main reason I started the channel was to prove my skills to prospective employers. The next reason, because I found it kind of therapeutic to say something that people could actually search for and listen to if they wanted to. Because let's face facts, I'm a little long-winded on one point of that, and two, no one wants to listen to a conversation that they didn't ask for. Just ask any of my friends. So, and then obviously, you know, if I wasn't ever going to get a technology job, a YouTube paycheck didn't seem too bad. So, what ended up happening is I kind of got burned out, and then magically I got a job. I've never really had a gainful employment job before, so I've been employed, but most of them have been jobs that kind of paid the bills only, nothing that you could really substantially add to a savings account with. And I know for anybody who's watching this, it's like, oh, you know, hater mentality automatically. Oh, he can save for the future now, because a lot of people can't, and that sucks. I keep looking at that lens because I'm so pretty. So, where was I going with this? Okay, so leisure time, not really used to it. For the last decade, if I couldn't make money off of it, I rarely did it. I did go skiing one time, and that was probably my first lesson, and oh my gosh, it cost so much money to pick up a hobby. Because what I thought was only going to cost, oh yeah, sure, okay, well, a used pair of skis might cost $50. You know, you also have to get ski boots to wear the skis properly. Okay, fine, well, that was another $50. 50 or 60, 75 maybe. I bought the skis. I think the skis cost me 100, 150, maybe even two. I can't remember because it was a decade ago. And I just decided I'm going to buy skis. My wife likes to go skiing. I'm going to buy skis and I'm going to learn. But then you don't just have the skis. You also have a jacket. You have boots. You've got the helmet, goggles, gloves, things to wear underneath the jacket, and pants and boots. There's a lot of stuff involved in picking up a sport, and I picked up skiing, and I think what I originally thought was only going to cost me $50 to maybe $200 costs quite a bit more. So for the last decade, if it hasn't, especially in the last 5 years, if it doesn't have the potential of making money, I usually didn't want it. I just couldn't see having it. So now that I have that gainful employment and I'm not going to school, so I have more time, I'm still getting used to that whole idea of leisure time. And I mean, I could go on and prattle on about my education problems, where I went to school way far away from where I lived, to having jobs, what kind of jobs I had. I'm not going to bother because it's just a lot. So let's just say I've had a lot, and it's a lot to talk about. And the reason I'm coming over here is a little bit more joyful, and we're coming into fall, so these are a lot of fall colors, and I thought it'd be nice. And it also kind of is an opposite from that jail motif that kind of makes you think of, you know, not having that leisure time, not having gainful employment as kind of a prison. And it is. It is a prison because it takes away so much of your creativity and so much of the simple joys in life. And what I think is weird is that now that I have that tech job that is gainful employment, and I have that job that requires, like, you know, more skill and everything, I'm going more towards like natural things, which makes me kind of angry, because like a lot of the people who would go hunting, go fishing, go kayaking or paddleboarding or biking or something like that, it seems like they had the right idea the whole time. But a lot of those people who could afford that, they really invested in it, and they usually had pretty nice jobs that they could invest in it. I never really had that. I don't think I didn't make $20 an hour until I paid myself $20 an hour. So, yeah. So now I have that time, and I have money to spend in these hobbies and spend time with my family and take my kids out on these things. And it almost makes me feel like a liar, because when they're in their 20s, I can only hope that they can afford to do these things. But I'm getting back into a lot of things, and it's kind of the reason why I haven't done a lot of videos, is because I've been enjoying my leisure time a little bit more. Like I bought a bike. That was another long story. I'm just gonna make it out like this, okay? A long time ago, I had a nice bike. I bought it at a garage sale. It was a pretty good bike. Don't know what happened to it. I basically just tried out whatever bike. I tried out a bunch of different bikes. I found one bike that I just loved riding. I haven't been able to do this in like 20 years on a bike. No hands. Whoa. Still can't. And spent whatever money I had on that. That is the difference between that jail cell of menial labor to gainful employment, and the ability to just spend money the money that's required on that leisure time. We went on vacation, and some people let my kids use their stand-up paddle boards to just kind of paddle around a little bit in this little lagoon, and they really loved it. So you know, like a week goes by, and my wife and I are talking, and she's thinking about the vacation. She just goes, "Oh, you know, I think the kids really liked the paddle boards." Oh yeah, didn't even think about it until then. Because, you know, you see these people, they're smiling, they're happy, and you're like, it can't be that great. I mean, you've fallen down all the time. They're pretty fun, actually. I bought a paddle board for myself, bought another one for my wife. They're not expensive ones. I did not get super expensive ones. I think I spent like $250 on my paddle board. I actually kind of want to get out there today, because it's supposed to be really hot today still, and I've only got a couple more hours of light. But I really wanted to make this video because I don't always have time to make videos, which is not necessarily true, but I might actually get a little bit of extra time today to actually edit the video, which is why I hate making all these videos, because I have to put them all together and edit them. So if you want me to ever be able to afford an editor, hit the subscribe button and tell everybody else that you know to watch my videos and hit that subscribe button. But that's the difference, is just, I have that time and the money now to invest in a leisure activity. And what really, it bothers me because so many people have the right idea in the first place to go do that thing and, get back out into nature, get out on the lake, get on a bike, on a good bike. I know somebody who recently just finished I think it's 1,100 miles of the Oak Leaf Trail. Congratulations to him. And yeah, he had the right idea, and he's in tremendous shape compared to me. And that's the other thing, is like, you're not doing stuff, you're not taking that leisure time. It does wear on your body and mind. So get out there, go fishing. Like I did fishing this year. I got back out on the archery range. I used to love archery. I got out on a paddleboard a bunch of times.
I feel a rock. I feel a bunch of rocks.
I went out, got a bike. Hey, hi, I'm Dave. This is Dave Explains. Been on the bike, fell off the bike. With the paddle boards, again, they got me like the skis. Life jacket. You have to have a whistle on that life jacket. You should have a good life jacket. Like, I have Onyx life jackets. And then, like, the hand pump that you get, yeah, it's okay, but, like, it also takes a lot of time when you really just want to get out on the water. So then you start investing in tools to do that. And that I've got a tool, I got a Ryobi inflator that I want to take out now, actually, before it's too late, and test that sucker out and see how fast that can blow up my paddleboard and see what I can get. But I'm also trying to get, like, my GoPro set up, so it's kind of like, and I mean, for everybody out there who's just feeling trapped, sometimes, I was in that mentality where I was telling people, I don't have time, I don't have time, I don't have time. And I get it, when you're filling out resumes and you're trying to apply for a job and you're trying to get that paper in and all this other stuff, sometimes it's better to just take a step back and really look at things, because I've done it and I'm mad that I'm doing all of this now at my age that I am now, because, like, I just got the job. I just finished the graduate degree. I did a stint in the military, and it did put me behind a lot of my choices and everything. Like, I understand that I'm a decade behind. So, take that break, take that time, invest in a little bit of leisure time, because you're not going to get that time back. You're just not. And as annoying as it is, it's a lot of fun. And I understand sometimes you get wrapped up in your head and you're like, I got to make out more than one resume. I got to apply for at least 2 jobs, 3 jobs a day. And you're beating yourself down, and you're second guessing yourself all the time. Take a break, all right? And I'll see you in the next one.